You are a parent and you want your children to be financially smart, but the school don't teach them how money works. Therefore, as a parent, you must deliberately give them the right financial books early. Here are 5 books that you must give your children for them to be financially successful. Number 1, The Richest Man in Babylon. This is one of the books I read that changed my life. Actually, I read it as an adult, but I feel it is very, very, very important to give your children this. A cool lesson you will learn from The Richest Man in Babylon is save at least 10% or pay yourself first. Many African families spend 100% of their salary every month, and they depend on cooperative loans. And whenever there is an emergency, they have to borrow to be able to meet that demand, because obviously they don't have emergency funds. If a child earns 20,000 naira from maybe a holiday work, that child must save at least 2,000 naira. That's 10% of that income, which will eventually lead to some investments when the money accumulates. Number 2 book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. The 2 core lessons you learn from The Rich Dad Poor Dad is assets and liability. In many African homes, a parent buy a new car on loan just to look successful. It is very funny in Africa. Once you have a car, you have arrived. Once you drive a car, you are successful. So people try as much as possible to buy a car to look successful. They go as far as taking loans to get cars that will make them look successful. Before they buy the car, they don't even own any assets or no investment, no business. This book teaches children that if it puts money in your pocket, then it is assets. But if it takes money out of your pocket, then that thing is liability. So instead of buying the latest iPhone, you can teach your child to think on how to make that money work for them, or to make that money an asset that will generate a stream of income for them. It will teach your child to buy a land in a developing area whenever they have some money. So number 2 is Rich Dad Poor Dad. Very important. Make sure you buy this book or you expose your children to this book. Number 3 book, very important, very, very important. Think and Grow Rich. This book teaches about mindset and persistence. Everything starts from the mind. Everything you do starts from the mind. If you decide that you are going to do it, you will definitely do it. If you decide that you are not going to do it, then you will definitely not do it. This book teaches definite goals, persistence, what parents should teach, set specific goals early, develop skills but not certificate. In today's world, some of us, we didn't have that information early enough. When we're born, we believe that you should go to school, you should get a certificate and get a job. But then everything has changed. It is not about your certificate, it is about what you can offer. It is definitely about what you can offer. So look for a skill that you are comfortable with. Learn the skill, master the skill. Yes, of course, I'm not against certificate, I'm not against school. You can go to school, but then you shouldn't depend on the school. Get a certificate, get a skill as well. Then parents will teach their children that failure is feedback, not the end result. If a child learns resilience in these tough African economies, they won't just survive, they will definitely win. The number 5 book you must give your child is The Millionaire Next Door. The core lesson this book will teach your children is real wealth is silent, real wealth is quiet. In many African communities, status is normally loud, but real wealth is silent. Often the quiet landowners, disciplined trader, or consistent investor has more net worth. One builds assets, the other one builds appearance. You teach your children early enough to know that 1, assets matters more than applause. Invest before you celebrate. Net worth is not equals to social media lifestyle. Real wealth is not actually what people see. It is what keeps generating income for you when nobody is actually watching. And if African children understand this early enough in life, they won't grow up chasing noise, but they will grow up building legacy. Now here is a recap. If your child reads Rich Dad Poor Dad, they learn assets over liabilities. The Richest Man in Babylon teaches them to save money first or to pay themselves first. Think and Grow Rich teaches mindset and persistence. And The Millionaire Next Door teaches that real wealth is in silence. Raise children who understands money early, and you won't just improve their future, you will secure your family's legacy. If this video was helpful to you, please subscribe, share to your loved ones, and let me know which book best resonates with what you think or what you know. Thank you very much, and see you in the next one. And hey, before you go, please check our latest video here. Thank you very much, and see you in the next one. Bye.